always talking, I'm like, fuck it, let them chat. I've been getting money, you know I can live with that. Legend in my city, winning, showed it on the map. And if I leave this bitch tomorrow, they gon' quote it as a fact. I'm like, who the hell could stop me? Carbon copies on my timeline. Get up out your ego, learn to think with your divine mind. Main role in my movie, get that boot if you ain't acting right. Biting on my style, these niggas rapping with some appetite. Better know where you at night. Ride around with that strap at night. Catch me flicking ashes, dumping funky at your traffic light. Tipping out my bottle, all in honor of my dead. Swear these niggas want no drama on my mama, on your head. I was raised to be that way, you just can't hold it, G. Being a block, I'm on my pivot like I'm supposed to be. Clocking digits with them niggas who been close to me. Popping shit and putting dick all in her ovaries. But I do my thing, bitch. I'm way too play for playing around, you know my language. Just send me that bread and I'm laying it down. I hold my weight, bitch. They know my name when I'm moving through town and I don't lane switch. I'ma keep it that way till I lay in the ground. I do my thing, bitch. I'm way too play for playing around, you know my language. Just send me that bread and I'm laying it down. I hold my weight, bitch. They know my name when I'm moving through town and I don't lane switch. I'ma keep it that way till I lay in the ground. Who gon' tell your tale if you don't leave no good impression? You ain't mad at me, little bitch, you mad at your reflection. Working on my hoodoo, burning sage for my protection. But if that shit there don't work, you know we brought that Smith & Wesson. I ain't stressing, found my blessing in the lowest state. She tell me, Xavier, please come over, though she know it's late. I could've went and beat that down, instead I chose to wait. I been that nigga in my city, that ain't no debate. See, once you learn to drop your feelings, you might drop your ceilings. I talk to God about my dealings when it got my healings. Don't point my way with all that drama, I be bout my commas. What's worse about your lack of papers, you ain't got no honor. But I do my thing, bitch. I'm way too play for playing around, you know my language. Just send me that bread and I'm laying it down. I hold my weight, bitch. They know my name when I'm moving through town and I don't lane switch. I'ma keep it that way till I lay in the ground. I do my thing, bitch. I'm way too play for playing around, you know my language. Just send me that bread and I'm laying it down. I hold my weight, bitch. They know my name when I'm moving through town and I don't lane switch. I'ma keep it that way till I lay in the ground. Smartphone for the dumb bread, clip full of the bad bad bitch in the bed frame. Same one for the break cane. Mindset on the next move, no time for the head game. Kush pack in the backpack, nap time in the knapsack. Smartphone for the dumb bread, clip full of the bad bitch in the bed frame. Same one for the break cane. Mindset for the next move, no time for the head game. I'm a player, you a parody. Bad bitch, two braids like a Cherokee. So much that I might need a parody. Smoke dope and I might need therapy. I be fly than a bitch, young parakeet. Apparently, these niggas don't know who I be. Last time I came to the show, so you paid at the door and I slid in, no ID. You ain't cold like me. No, you see the name in neon. Prime time shit like Dion. Niggas ain't peas, they peons. Hit it in the bed, bad beyond. Neck on froze, on Freon. I ain't gotta tell her that we on. Shawty know she heard of the band and the brand and the type shit we on. Fuck they be on. Got a nigga leading this shit like Eons. He a fan, he a windmill. Top down on the coast, got a wind chill. But I'm grill, big fur, nigga chinchill. Tell him simmer down, sit still. Switch flows like knobs on the faucet. Tell him I need all of the profit. I'm off for the week shit. Probably off for a week shit. With a queen at the crib, got it looking like freak Nick. My flight about to head from the runway. It's noon, getting head on a Monday. Sunbathe on the beach on a Sunday. Niggas still getting paid from the one play. Pulled up into what you call it, eating on that, can't pronounce it. They seen I ain't announced it. Doing numbers like 8 accountants, ducked off by the lake and mountains might make it sound
back
like
in the backpack, nap time in the knapsack, smartphone for the done bread, clips full of the bag bag, bad bitch in the bed frame, same one for the break hang, mindset on the next move, no time for the head game, clutch pack in the backpack, nap time in the knapsack, smartphone for the done bread, clips full of the bag bag, bad bitch in the bed frame, same one for the break hang, mindset for the next move, no time for the head game.
I'm a vibe, I'm a trip, I'm a journey. I'm a dog at the game in the gurney. Yo, bitch probably came with the scurvy. She be playing more games than attorney. Turn up, turn wheel on the yacht deck. Cold drink, hardwood and a hot neck. Grotesque protest when I shop wreck. Gotta now give a fuck who got next. A good tall glass of the Merlot. Pin gang got the cash on turbo. Teed up with the iron like Top Golf. New whip with the top piece chopped off. Off work, I came to play. 2 blunts, tall Tanqueray. Don't simp, get paid today. That hate can't make a stay. Out west where the Lakers stay. And I'm still up getting to the bread like aisle 3. If it ain't about that, don't dial me. Put a little right in your act, baby. Do it for your bread and your black babies. Nigga, don't flex, just build muscle. I'm up, I still hustle. Ball game like Bill Russell. Rap game on Chris Wallace. Make a nigga wanna switch wallets. Give a fuck what a bitch call it. No shit for the faint of heart. Get rich, nigga, play your part. 5 bands, 2 days apart. This shit like ancient art. And I'm still in the hood like an engine. Slide 4 deep, done division. Papa my shit for the pension. Pretty little freak in the mentions. Checking her physique at dimensions. Let a nigga peep your position.
In the backpack, nap time in the knapsack, smartphone for the done bread, clips full of the bag bag, bad bitch in the bed frame, same one for the break hang, mindset on the next move, no time for the head game, clutch pack in the backpack, nap time in the knapsack, smartphone for the done bread, clips full of the bag bag, bad bitch in the bed frame, same one for the break hang, mindset for the next move, no time for the head game.
Doctor?
Light nigga, young nigga, full nigga, real nigga, rich nigga, full nigga, house nigga, field nigga, still nigga, still nigga. Light nigga, young nigga, full nigga, real nigga, rich nigga, full nigga, house nigga, field nigga, still nigga, still nigga. Light nigga, young nigga, full nigga, real nigga, rich nigga, full nigga, house nigga, field nigga. Still nigga.
Uh, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on, good people? How y'all doing? What's going on? What's going on? First of all, before I get into anything, shout out to my net guy, the Drip Show. Man, I'm glad to see you up and moving, bro. I heard about your accident, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't be over there at your spot like I used to be. It ain't you, bro. Trust me, it ain't you. I be, like you said, I got grandbabies, man. I still got a life to live, man. But I'm glad you all right, bro. You know what I'm saying? I said what I said about the little, little scandal, whatever the case you want to call it, whatever they want to say, call you a scammer, whatever the case may be. I still ride with you. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. All love, bro. Shout out Smitty. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my guy Smitty Corner. So yeah. Now I had to give love to my guy. You know what I'm saying? You know if don't nobody else deal with me and don't nobody else fool with me, I know that guy fool with me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I've been rocking with Drip since the beginning, since he was over there that other guy's show. You know what I'm saying? So I just, you know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing but love, bro. There ain't nothing but that South love. You know what I'm saying? So I rock with him. And if you don't like him, you don't like me. So there you have it. But anyway, how y'all doing on this Wednesday afternoon? Y'all a little lunchtime, whatever the case may be. It's your guy Big Dog barking out of Memphis, Tennessee, with another one. You know what I'm saying? And as y'all can see by today's title, dating, marriage, and the 304 culture. It's all business. It's all business. And the reason I came up with this today is that I was watching so yesterday, last night, actually, I was watching Raw G. You know what I'm saying? Mind Chaos Brew. Shout out to Raw G. Shout out to Cellulite. So I was watching her show last night while I was out eating pizza, Little Caesars, you know what I'm saying? Something lightweight. And she was doing an FBI thing. And she was talking about how a lot of these red pill manosphere guys like to use the pimp culture submission in their talking points and their narratives and everything like that. And you know, me, for those that know, that's in my DNA, that's in my wheelhouse because my daddy was a PI. For those that don't know. You know what I'm saying? I said it numerous times, and I say it again for the sake of this conversation, is that my daddy was a PI. My daddy was a street dude. My daddy was a hustler. My daddy was all that right there. And it's in my DNA to talk about something like that. If my wife was here right now, my wife would tell you what she saw at my dad's funeral a couple of years ago. Well, it was more like, 15 years ago. At my dad's funeral, while I'm sitting up there boo-hooing and all that right there on the first pew with my brothers and sisters that I didn't know I had. You know what I'm saying? Papa was a Rolling Stone. I look around the church and I see my uncles that I knew of, but I just don't have no real relationship with, my aunties, cousins, and all that right there. And my wife was looking around too, and she was like, "You wasn't lying when you said your dad decided a number of pimps and gangsters." Like, I had no reason to lie. I ain't got no reason to lie about that. I ain't got no reason to lie. And on top of that, the fact that dudes that used to work with me, old cats, you know what I'm saying? They could be my uncles and granddaddies and all that right there. They used to tell me stories about my dad because they went to school with him. They were like, "Your dad was a piece of work. If you owe him some money, you better give it to him or he's going to come after you." I feel them. You know, even though me and my pops ain't never had the strongest bond and strongest relationship and everything, you know what I'm saying? Him and my mama both told me I act like him. I act like him. And I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing for me to sit here and act like a guy I don't know, but I got his DNA in my blood. And when he met Lil Dog, when Lil Dog was 3, he saw Lil Dog. He said, Lil Dog got it in him too. And it's coming out slowly but surely with my son. With him and his little situation he got going on now with his little baby mama, it's coming out in my son. So I'm already knowing if it's in me, it's in my son and in my little grandson. Hey, it's coming out of him. And he ain't number 2 months. So it's in my blood, it's in my DNA to talk about this. And it took me a while, it took me a couple of years to actually get it right. Actually get my mind right, actually get my mindset right to give it to the people. You feel what I'm saying? I was chaotic, I was with shit. Because of my mentality, because of the fact that, according to my mom, according to ex-girlfriend, that I'm trying to live up to my daddy. I'm trying to live up to my dad. I'm trying to live up to what his name was in the street was King Arthur. King Arthur. If you know your history or whatever, you know, Knights of the Round Table type shit. King Arthur. That what they used to call my dad, King Arthur. And a lot of women in my life said I'm trying to live up to King Arthur. And I'm like, well, you call it what you want to call it. I just call it me being me. So as I was listening to Raw G and Cellulite and the other shouter that was on her show last night, I'm listening and I'm like, when she started breaking it down about the pimp culture and how a lot of these red pill guys, manosphere guys, how they try to use pimp culture in their conversation and submission and loyalty and all that right there. And I'm always been that guy to say, hey, you ain't got to ask for it if it's in you. You ain't got to ask no female to give you submission. You ain't got to ask no female for loyalty. You ain't got to ask no female to act right if you that nigga. It ain't got no weight. It ain't got no height. It ain't got no bread count. If you that nigga, you gonna get all that plus some. You ain't got to do too much to get that out of females. I've been saying that for a minute. I've been saying this since I've been doing content. And the only reason I say what I say is because I listened to you guys for the past 6 going on 7 years. And all the negatives, all the talking points that y'all try to use to push that women are bad. Women are our enemy. Women don't want to act right. Women are 304s. Women are transactional. And I'm always like, well, bro, name me a point in time. Name me the point in time in history, in mankind, where it never been transactional. Give me the date. Give me the time. Give me the year. Give me the century. I would like to know, when has it not been transactional? When have you not, as a man, have to give up something to get something? When? Tell me when. You want to go back to the caveman day when you just beat a chick over the head with the club and drag her back to the cave? Fine, you got it. But even with that, you still had to use your time and your energy to beat the girl over the head with the club and drag her back to the cave. That's giving up your resources. That's giving up your capital. Idiot. You still got to do something to get her back in the cave. And that, if you want to use that, it was brute force. You had to take your energy to actually hit her across the head with a club and drag her by her hair into your cave. That took energy. So even in the lowest form of relationships, even going back then, if you want to go that far back, you use your energy. Now what's going on? You use your energy in the lowest form of relationships. Caveman, Neanderthals, you use your energy just to get her. And over time, through different civilizations, east, west, different rulers, kingdoms, whatever the case may be, name me a point in time where you didn't have to do it. You want to say, well, we used to trade the dowries for the women. For what's that? What's the dowry? What's the cows? What's the rice? The corn, the pigs, the chickens. What is that? You're trading something for what? The farmer down the road daughter hand? You trading in cows, you bread, chickens. You're trading all that to get little daddy daughter down the road because you like how she look. We ain't gonna talk about the bigger civilizations, the bigger kingdom where you're actually trading gold, silver, spices, gunpowder in the name of a piece of butt, in the name of getting a little box. Oh, y'all done went to war over the box numerous times. Numerous times. We sit there and talk about that now. How many men, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, they locked up or in the dirt in the name of a female. We've been doing this. This is not new. This ain't nothing new. This is old. This is old as time. And according to some people, the oldest profession in the world is what? Prostitution. The oldest profession in the world is 3 or 4s. You've been giving up something to get a little trim. Been doing it. You've been breaking your rules for a little trim. You've been giving up money for a little trim. Energy, attention, time. You've been doing it. You've been doing it. So what's the problem now? Oh, I get it. Because like I said, now I'm got grandson and granddaughter out the way. Yeah, shout out. I got a granddaughter too. She was born, they a month apart. My grandson born in July. My granddaughter born in August. So I got 2 grandbabies. You know what I'm saying? Now I ain't got granddaddy do this out the way. Now I done got the book out the way. Hey, and speaking of my book, hey, Amazon kissed my ass. Cause soon as it posted that drop today on Amazon digital. I wasn't doing the paperback yet. I was trying to do the digital copy first. And the post came out today. I had a lot of plans, you know what I'm saying, since I've been bagging up and chilling. I've been doing some things, not multitasking, but been trying to move and groove and shit like that. So it posted that drop today, and Monday, they send me an email talking about they need to verify my identification. Now, me being the good Samaritan, me being a good guy at this point in time in my life, I'm going to say, all right, cool, I go and do what you got to do. So I give my license and try to show my license, and it's saying, one time it's saying, oh, the country you put down is not where your license from. I'm a legal United States citizen. I'm born and bred in Memphis, Tennessee. I don't know where else I've been to get a driver license. But I said, okay. And it was getting frustrated because he kept saying, oh, this ain't the original country. This ain't what I bet. So finally, after it said, okay, it's the country, but I can't see the barcode on the back. And I'm going calmly doing this for about an hour because I really wanted to put the book out on Amazon. I realized I had everything set up. I'm finna put this junk out, digital copy. If you got a Kindle or whatever the case may be, you're gonna be up there for the sale. You're gonna be able to get it, all that good shit right there. And they kept playing with me, talking about they couldn't read my license. So they said, you know what? We just finna cancel your account and you can't start another one over here on Amazon. I said, you know what? You got it. I ain't even finna stress it. I'll find another way to push this book out. So it's gonna come out. I'm just gonna go to another platform with it. So just bear with me. But again, name me a point in time in history where you didn't have transactional dating. And the oldest profession in the book is prostitution, according to several people. You always exchange something for something. You always have, and you always will. I don't care what y'all say on social media. I don't care how many red pill talking points or manosphere talking points you had. When push comes to shove, if you like shouting enough, you're going to give up something. You're going to give up something if you like her. If she make you bricked up, if she get you rock hard, you're going to give up something. You can give up the bare minimum, you gave up something. And I've been saying this type of shit for years. Even if I go buy you a burger from McDonald's, I gave you something just so I can see you naked. I did that. If I give you a 3-5 just to see you naked, I did that. If I give you a bottle of Bumpy Face just to see you naked, I did that because I wanted to see you naked. I wanted to see what them inside felt like. And if I have to speed up the process by putting something in your pocket, I never been against it. Never been against it. So I don't even understand why a lot of these guys in these spaces be sitting up here like they just above it. Like they so stoic and so masculine, like they ain't gonna do it. Okay, you ain't gonna do it, but what you looking like? By not doing it. What you looking like? You about dry as a desert. What you looking like? What you looking like? You ain't getting it. You not getting nothing. You not getting nothing. And I ain't the most handsome nigga walking. I can admit that. I ain't the most in shape nigga. I admit that. I got height. I'm 6 feet. I ain't never been no 6-figure guy. I ain't never been the freshest guy in the room. I ain't never been the most handsome guy in the room. I just had a dangerous ass mouthpiece and a psychopathic mindset. That's it. That's it. And I've been able to do what I wanted to do since I was 12 years old when it came down to women. 12. I done hit, I done missed. That's part of the game. When I'm on, I'm on. When I'm off, guess what? I'm off. Kobe done had an off night. Jordan done had an off night. Steph done had an off night. When I'm off, I'm off. And I got to admit, it didn't work. Whatever little strategy I had at that point in time didn't work. Got to change the strategy. Whatever little words I said, whatever little moves I made didn't work. Got to change it so I can get the next time. I didn't have my daddy in my life to tell me how to be a pimp or how to deal with women. He didn't tell me shit. He didn't tell me nothing until I finally got up with him. And I got up with him before he passed away. He just told me what he was doing while I was a little baby, while I was a little boy. When he was out there in California, Arizona, and Nevada trying to put women on the stroll. Talking about how much he bringing back. And she was like, well, I brought you back yesterday. That's yesterday money. I need today money. That's all he told me. He showed me some little hustles, little tricks. So he had loaded dice. He showed me how to do the loaded dice and shit like that. I already knew how to do all that type of cards. But no, that was just hereditary. That was just in me in middle school and high school. I was doing that shit back then. He just showed me how to perfect certain shit. I'm like, cool, I got you. My stepdad didn't tell me how to deal with women. He was too busy trying to bang on my mama. You know how many times I seen that man run through my apartment naked? Run straight out my mama bedroom, past my bedroom into the bathroom, and I ain't seen nothing but naked nigga walking. I don't want to see that. He had no advice for me or my brother. Couldn't tell me nothing. I had to learn all this on my own. Try and fail. Try and succeed. And in the process of me learning, it just came out of me. You say the right things at the right time, shout will break bread. You say the right things at the right time, shout will spread legs. It just came out of me. And I said this over and over again. It's like, bro, I ain't spend no money on chicks when I was younger. I ain't had no money. And then when I did have money, guess what I did? I go around the corner to the little club. There's plenty of them on the street around the corner where I stayed at. Three of them within walking distance. One of them was the white girls. I give me a little money up. Girlfriend acting up. Girlfriend that can't come outside, can't go over her house. Other little junks in the neighborhood can't come outside. Give me a little money up, doing little hustles here and there. Take my ass around that corner. Pay that little 10 to get in. They didn't call me. I look grown. I look like 18, 19, and 15. They ain't called me. Walk right in there, jump, pay the little 10 to get in. Bought a little hen at the bar. Or beer. I was drinking a long time. I've been drinking since I was 10 years old. I had to cut back on drinking. Go give me a little drink. Might have a Black and Mild or a pack of squares in my pocket. Then I'm sitting at the table, depending on how I feel. I might be up there, right there, where they on stage and twerking and all that right there. I might feel like a little generous and throw a couple dollars on these dancers. Or I might fall back in the cut, just waiting till I see the one I really want. Might get a little lap dance for the 20. But if it's one of them I really, really want it, and she walk by, she smell good, she look good. I'm talking about ass and titties, all that and everything, tattoos and all that. I like them thick and juicy with a little attitude, smelling good. And you walk past my little young ass, it don't sound right because you know a lot of people gonna say, "Oh, you, yeah." The little old grown women took advantage of you. I pay to get in. It don't sound right. I pay to get in. Blame the security guard at the door for letting my 15-year-old ass in. I pay to get in. Blame the bartender for giving me a Hennessy. I paid for it. And if my little 15, 16-year-old ass was sitting there in the club with these little women in their 20s and 25, 30, looking good to my little young ass, it don't sound right. But to them, I'm 18. I'm 19. If I see one I liked, guess what I did? What's going on in the VIP room? $50, 3 songs. Say less. Say less. You got it. I'm going to get that. $50. 3 songs. And you ain't telling the DJ which 3 songs to play? Oh, I got that. I get that. And I know it don't sound right. I can admit it wasn't right, but I was one of them niggas that didn't give a damn. See, that's why I said I'm a psychopath. I knew the consequences. I ain't care. Didn't care. But I knew then as a teenager, it's like the quickest way to get some ass is to go and spend the money. Straight cash flow. No upside, no downside. The only upside is you can go and bust a nut. And then there, get the junk you want to junk, that you want to smash on. No strings attached. No love lost, no love gained. It's straight cash. Straight transactions. Straight. Nothing else to it. Nothing else to it. But then you don't want to sit up here and say it's stock culture that got these girls, these little young junks out here thinking they're going to get $1 for their time, thinking they're going to get $1 for for their little Nook Monster. When have y'all not given up money for the Nook Monster? And the ones y'all want, the 18 through 25-year-olds, what you think they want? You think that a chick that's 18, 19, fresh out of high school and her first year of college want to be at home with your old 35, 40-year-old ass and not get paid? You want to take her youth and not reimburse her? You serious? You want to use and abuse her and then send her back to the streets and say she was a little thot? She gained a little weight when she had your baby and you don't want to deal with her no more. She got a little old, a little wrinkles start coming in the face up under the eyes and shit like that. Or I just swap out for another junk. And you get mad when they tell you to pay for it? When you sit up here all day, every day, talk about you pick them according to their box. If the sex good. You pick them according to if it's good or not. If it ain't good, guess what you're doing? You throwing it in the streets and saying, it was nothing. But if it's worth something, you want to keep her around. And then you want to try to put some little pimp knowledge on her. And you ain't pimp. You ain't never broke a female. I know that. You ain't never broke one. You're simping. You're doing too much because you're going in talking about you just want the box. Because marriage off the table, relationships off the table. We y'all say that every month, every day. That's off the table. So all you really want is what's between her legs. Okay, cool, whatever. I ain't gonna knock you. Yeah, I ain't gonna knock you. But if it's good, you want to keep her. And everything you just told me and any other guy that's willing to listen, you just told me is like, I don't want nothing but the box. If it's good, I'll keep her. If it ain't good, I throw it in the trash. And the women you chasing after, the women you say you want, they hear that. They hear that. They've been hearing that. So now they come back and say, oh, if you want this, so you got to give me that. And you feel offended because they say it's a tax. It's a tax. And we just talking about the lower form. We just talking about just straight cash. We ain't talking about emotions. We ain't talking about loyalty. We ain't talking about long term. We talking about something quick. I ain't even got on that part yet. We talking about the simple form. We talking about straight transactions. And you feel like you're getting robbed off the straight transactions. Because if you like her, you want to keep her. But you don't want to pay that upfront fee. You don't want to pay that upfront fee, whether it's the money or the attention or the time, you don't want to do it. You want her to bow down and just bless you because you a nigga. You just think because you got something swinging between your legs, she just supposed to bow down to you and bless you. Ha! No, they ain't how that work. Not every time. You might get lucky and get one, maybe two in your life that's going to bow down and just kiss your ass for the sake of kissing your ass. But majority of the time, you ain't going to do it. Even the ones that get it don't get it like that every time. Even the best PIs can't get every female they run up on. And even the best ones get knocked for one of their jumps by another nigga. We talking simple transaction. We talking simple business. Even the best pimps done got knocked for one of their jumps by another nigga. And it's part of the game. You done heard the story. You done heard them say, hey, what go to tell y'all? You know the game. Your bitch chose me. That's the simple form. We ain't even talking about the time you put in to date the girl. We ain't talking about the time you put the ring on her finger. Nah, we ain't even talking about all that. Yeah, we talking about just the simple form that y'all ain't wrapped y'all head around yet. Because you don't want to get knocked. Because you know you ain't got that game. You know you ain't got that reeds, that swag, whatever y'all want to call it. You ain't got it. That's why when y'all be talking about the high value dudes, they can get all the females, they get messed off on. They lose women with all their money. We see the celebrities and athletes and the entertainers, they got all their bread, get ran through by women. Then we see the dudes that ain't got no money. The Pookas and the Ray Rays. They able to get women. They lose them too. They lose them. That's just part of the game, bro. If your game ain't tight, you're going to lose them. You might be able to get them back, or they might be gone forever. It is what it is. But I could look at the last 5 females you done dealt with and know what type of nigga you is. I could look at the last 5 females you done dealt with and know what type of dude you is. And I can see why they ain't with you no more. You ain't got it. You ain't got enough to keep them. And I sit up here and talk my shit every day. Every time I go live, I tell y'all every day, man, I'm crazy. I'm crazy. I've been with my wife for 20 plus years, and the last 4 when I decided to be right. I'm stupid. I'm really with it. And I played all the little games. I done played the little role to make it seem like it wasn't me, it was you. And I also played the game like, man, I'm going to do what I want to do. F you. I played both sides of that coin. That me being narcissistic. I tell y'all, I'm with it. I've been called narcissistic. I tell y'all that all the time. When y'all talk about that dark triad, the dark psychology, y'all niggas ain't narcissistic. No, I take that back. Y'all like the attention that come with narcissism. I don't care about it. If I cared about it, I'd be on here every day doing 8, 12-hour streams, crying and complaining when somebody don't hit my cash out, crying and complaining, talking about how much I spent on hardware and software and microphones and cameras and all that just for you to give me $1. I don't care about the attention like that. I know I get attention. I ain't that narcissistic, but I got narcissistic traits. I don't care about attention. I know I get attention. I know I get attention. The other part of the dark triad, that Machiavellian, yeah, I would put you in places to either win or, to create or destroy. I told you I've been a supervisor, I've been a manager, I've been a coach. What you think I'm doing? I'm putting people in places so I can win. And that's me doing stuff on the good side. What you think I'm doing outside in the streets? What you think I'm doing outside? What you think I'm doing to a female that needs some money and I know your dumb ass gonna give her some money because you like her? What you think I'm telling her and telling you at the same time? What you think I'm doing? What you think I'm doing? What you think I'm doing? Because if you get her, if I'm telling you that she like you and all that right there, what benefit do I get out of you getting her? I don't get no benefit out of that. Oh, you got with the chick. Oh, congratulations. I don't like you that much. I don't like you that much to give you a pat on the back for getting this chick that I might be trying to get down on too. I don't like you that much. You got her. Congratulations. That would. I don't get nothing out of it. But on the other end, guess what I get out of it? I get a little percentage. Because you up there running your mouth to me talking about how bad she is, how thick she is, and all that right there. I'm just going to run back and say, hey, you got a fish on the line. Go get it. Just cut me in on whatever you get. Cut me in. I tell you, I'm not above that. I did that plenty of time. I ain't above it. Y'all niggas ain't built like that to be asking for submission. Y'all ain't built like that. You got too much Kool-Aid pumping in your blood. You too scared to tell us something. You come online and talk shit. But I know y'all too scared to say that shit in real life because you're scared you're gonna run away. You so scared you're gonna run away. And you don't know how to get her back. Cause she made them good slurping sound when she went down on you. Sound like macaroni. She might have made you some hot pockets or something in the air fryer. But you ain't gonna talk shit. You gonna try to convince them that because I'm a man, I'm supposed to have multiple females. I ain't never said that dumb ass shit. I ain't never said because I'm a man, I deserve to get multiple females. I've been did the math a long time ago. I was like, shit, it ain't that many men walking the face of earth. It's more women than men. Guess what? I get 7, 12 women. That's just me doing simple nigga math. That's me doing simple nigga math. But ain't that many men walking around. It's more women than men. And I'm always in the bull market. I'm always optimistic that I can pull something. I damn nigga gonna get mine, yours, and another niggas. I always felt like that. Y'all niggas ain't pimping. You're suckers. You're suckers begging for a female to act right. I keep telling y'all, man, y'all be looking at these females, like I said before. Y'all them type of individuals that'll pay money to go hunt the lions at the reserve that ain't gonna bite you. That what type of niggas y'all is right now. You gonna pay somebody to drug the lion so it can stop being a lion, so it can stop being a tiger, so it can stop being a bear. You want them to stop being who they are so you can have a better chance of winning. So you can brag to your partner talking about, look what I got on my wall. Knowing you ain't go out there in the jungle to go get it. You know you ain't do it. You ain't got it like that to do it. When I sit up here and tell dudes, man, I like them like that. Give me something. Give me a reason to fight. Give me a reason to be creative. Give me a reason to get you. I need the attitude. I need you to tell me no. I need you to cuss at me. I need you to roll your eyes at me. I need you to do all that. That make me excited. That turns me on. That turns me on. That you putting up a struggle. But you constantly in my face. Every time I say something, you want to hear what the fuck I got to say. But you don't like me. But you always in my face. Trying to hear what I'm finna say next. But you don't like me. All I gotta do is keep playing enough. I'll crack the code sooner or later. Give me a little patience. Give me a little time. I'll crack the code sooner or later. And once I crack the code, I'm gonna get what I want out of you. And it ain't always a little trim. You give me some money, you'll buy me a pair of shoes. You'll bring me a plate. You'll give me some clothes. You give me money for a haircut. Put some gas in my car. It ain't always about that box. I get something out of it. I tell you that shit numerous times. That's that psychopath. That's that pimp mentality. I'm gonna get something out of you. I'm gonna get something. And a lot of y'all niggas ain't got that. A lot of y'all niggas ain't got that. It ain't in you. I know it ain't in you. And this is lightweight. This ain't even me talking about the dating market. This is me talking about simple transactions. That's it. And y'all can't even get the transactions right on some simple shit. Because ain't no way you gonna tell me these women are giving it up to everybody and you ain't getting none. What sense do that make to a guy like me? You telling me that they giving it up 18, 21, 25, 40, giving it up to everybody, and you can't get none? How? How? You want me to believe that? You want me to believe that when I'm on my bullshit, I can fall out, I can walk out the house and get four. Walking out the house. I stay flirting in my wife's face at restaurants and sporting events and shit like that. I stay running my mouth. I know how much to say before I get slapped in the mouth by my wife. If we just gonna be honest, but my wife, I tell my wife a couple times, shut up and let me do my work. Shut up, let me do what I do so we ain't gotta pay full price. Shut up and let me do what I do so we can get in for the free. Shut up and let me do what I do so I can get something that benefits you. Shut up. When I was out there doing my thing with that little weed and shit, guess what I was telling? My customers are women. They spend top money. They don't negotiate the price. They spend. And guess what I do? I spend that money on you. Shut up. Let me do this. Let me smile. Let me talk a little shit. Let me give them what they want so they can pay what they want. And I take it to Red Lobster. I'll take it to the Chinese restaurant. I'll take it to Ruth Chris. Just shut up. Let me do what I do. I ain't got it like that. Yeah, I ain't got it like that. And try to convince me and guys like me that you got it like that. All right, I'll bite. I'll bite. We at the simplest form. Y'all can't even get this right. They giving it away and you can't get none. That let me know you ain't got it. That let me know you ain't got it. If they giving it away, let y'all tell it, and you ain't getting none, you ain't got it. And you never gonna get it. If you can't get free, charity, nonprofit, you can't get it for free. They're giving it away and you can't get any of it, you ain't got it. You ain't got it. I'll be eating if I'm single. Shit, just to pat myself on the back, just to be playing with y'all right now. I was getting it as a married nigga. Not to brag, not to say that's the best thing in the world, but even as a married nigga, I was getting them. Simple, giving it away. They giving it away. Y'all can't get none. This is the simple part. No strings attached. You can't get none. You ain't got it. We can talk about the dating market. What y'all talk about? The dating market trash. Why is it trash? They transactional. They ain't loyal. They ain't up. They ain't this. They ain't that. They don't want to submit. Well, bro, what they submitting to? What they submitting to? Because again, this ain't me talking bad to y'all, nigga. This is me repeating what y'all say and expecting them not to hear the shit. I ain't talking bad. I'm just being honest. Y'all sit up here and say what y'all say as a single man in the dating market that you say trash, but you're sitting up here saying I pick my woman according to her box. Nothing else. No character, no emotional stability, no ambition, no nothing. It's just strictly the looks. Strictly the looks. Nothing else. And you don't want to take her out on no date. You don't want to take her to move. You don't want to take her bowling. You don't want to spend no money at the restaurant. You don't want to do nothing. But you expect her to give you wifey. You expect her to cook clean. Serve as you like she Pinky or Cherokee. And you give them nothing. Nothing? Nothing. And if they ask me anything, oh, they wrong. Huh? Now, I ain't saying go out your way. If you already spending big money on dinner dates and all that anyway, then I can't tell you that you're wrong. In my case, it was a progression. I went from Chinese restaurants and Mexican restaurants to eating Ruth Chris and all that. It took a little time to get there. But she stayed down. She stayed down. She stayed down when we were broke, when we first got together, when we were broke, when we first got married. She stayed down when she didn't want to be in the projects. And I told her, well, this is all I can afford right now. You going to be with me or you going to be without me? She stayed down. She stayed down. Now she can go to Ruth Chris. Now she can go to the nice. It's some nice restaurants in Memphis. Don't let society fool you. It's some nice spots in Memphis. You can eat good in Memphis. But she stayed down to where I go spend that money on seafood because she's a seafood lover. It was a progression from where she was going to Red Lobster every weekend to now she's going to big boy seafood restaurants. It's females right now that's dying to go to Red Lobster. My wife done passed Red Lobster a long time ago. Oh, hold up right fast. Let me see. I had to get that right on TikTok. You know, they anyway. We just talking about dating now. Y'all ain't even trying to date. Cause you say it's too risky. Ain't no benefits. There's nothing in it for you. But the box. The only thing you want is the box. Now, I admit it's high risk, high reward dating. You know what I'm saying? You might go through one and get the one you want. You might have to go through 5. You might go through 10. And it is what it is. And y'all sit there and say, oh, I ain't got all this money to spend on 5 different women and 10 different women and all that right there. I feel you. You ain't got to, though. You ain't got to. Cause in my head, the ones I really want, it's gonna be a good percentage. It's gonna be 50% of my roster gonna be women I really think is a future with. 50% of women I really think is a future with. 30% is women that I'm like, the dating phase. Might make it, might not make it. The other 20% is little junts. Little fun. But the majority of the women now will mess with right now, they gotta be talking about something. They gotta actually tell me they got some goals, they got some ambition, they got some drive, they got something about they said that made me want to say, I might keep you around. Cause the one thing I know is that if she got everything like that popping, the box come with it. It ain't sold separately. It come with it. So it kills me, it bothers me when I hear men say they don't care about her education, they don't care about her bread, they don't care about this, they don't care about that. And all you care about is what's between her legs and can she give you a baby? Can she cook your favorite meal? That's all you want. And you fall in love with females that ain't getting you all that. And you get mad when she say, bruh, you signed up for this knowing I can't cook. You signed up for this knowing I don't keep my house clean. You signed up for this knowing I'm not wifey material. I'm just good in the bedroom. And you signed up for it. And then to tell me they don't want to act right. Like I said, you ain't got it to make her do better. It ain't in you to make them do better. It ain't in you to make them cook your favorite meal. It ain't in you to make them clean up. It ain't in you. Because again, if it's in you, you wouldn't have to ask them over and over and over again to do it. You wouldn't have to ask them. They'll do it. They'll do it. You wouldn't have to ask them. They'll do it. You wouldn't have to ask. She'll do it, no problem. You're going to mess around and you're going to find something that's worth something. You're going to mess around and find something that ain't worth nothing. And it is what it is. What you going to do? You going to cry about it? You going to cry about it? You going to tell me that the women are my enemy? You going to tell me the women don't want to be submissive? Or you going to look yourself in the mirror and realize you ain't that pimp you think you is? And I'm a t-shirt pimp. I ain't flashing. I ain't flashing. I just know what color look good on me. I know what smell good on me. I know how to talk shit. I ain't flashing. The flashiest thing I probably got on is a watch. That's it. Maybe some Jordans. Yeah, I still wear Jordans. But other than that, man, I don't do nothing extra. I don't do nothing extra. What going on? What going on? I don't have to do nothing extra. To sit up here and hear content creator after content creator constantly telling me when I'm in the audience, constantly telling me they're getting a raw deal from women when they also telling me how they try to get over on women. And you want me to believe you. You want me to believe that you having this hard time with women because it's all their fault when you also telling me that how you treat women in the past, in your present, and possibly your future. You're telling me how you're going to act with a woman, how you gonna treat them, how you pick them, and then also tell me you keeping the short end of the stick. Right. I got you. I got you. I got you. So anyway, I'm finna get up off here. I appreciate everybody that came through. You know what I'm saying? For chopping up with your boy. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do 3 shows a week going forward. I'm gonna try to do 3 shows a week, you know, but you know, life be life and sometimes. So that's the plan, to do 3 shows a week. I think it's gonna be like Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I want it to be like that, but like I said, you can't predict life, so it is what it is. But yeah. When it comes down to 3 or 4 culture, dating, marriage, just dealing with women in general, it's a business. You say it all the time. Y'all say it every day. It's a business. But somehow, some way, when y'all say it's a business, it's always that you're getting the short end of the stick in business by trying to have the terms in your favor in business. And then when they counter offer, when they hear what you got to offer and they counter offer, you don't like the counter offer because you feel like you're going to do too much because of the counter offer. Yes. That's probably why some of y'all single now. That's probably why some of y'all in y'all 50s and 60s still going to the club and McDonald's trying to find something young. And gonna tell me you gonna be able to get a woman in your old age. And when you get a woman in your old age, what's she getting? You done got your money up. Now you can go get a little young giant. What you think she gonna do? She ain't with you because you're cute. She ain't with you because you're cute. She with you because you got that money. And you go right back to what I said. You ain't pimping. You're tricking. I'm gonna holler at y'all good people later. Maybe Friday. Don't hold me to it, but Friday. Bye-bye.
Turning practice to perfection took some trying. Who'da thought that I'd get my next blessing from some lines? I turned this rap shit into my profession and defied all they projections. No ceiling on what's manifesting in my mind, cause I get stronger when the pressure build. More hunger, what's next to kill. Grind with the time I had and get paid over time. This so refined, just peep the detail. And it's all for retail. I used to get my inspo from the store that was for... Now it don't cross my mind so much cause everything high. I don't even check the traffic flow cause everything fly. Before as whips, now I got extra keys. Just text my lady, I'm the greatest. She said yes indeed. Can't play it safe, I'm taking risks cause I know what could be. Where that could lead, you best believe I'll be the first to see. I paid the price to know my worth so I can't work for free. And put my soul in every moment, it's all sacrifice. Just by what you think worth the bleed. What you think worth the scars? Girl, it's way more to the world than fancy cars. We gon' live today, we might not see tomorrow. You gon' miss the galaxy, try and see the stars. Contemplate daily what's gon' get us far. No need to buy the world, cause it's already ours. and I'm no longer searching for another reason. When I'm through with this earth, I might just rise up out the dirt and ball another season. 20s, 50s, 100s, I wanted is mine. Planning the purchase, I'm buying land in the purpose divine. Pull out a family, one roof to stack, it won't cost them a dime. Fill me up seeing my people eat, that's the mark of a done. Can't be losing focus in the clutch, that's gonna cost you your prime. I took precaution, man, been at work since I first saw the sign. X by my cursive and I ain't slipped since I dotted the line. Make sure the ethic match my ambition and wait for the time when drinks is on me. Thanks I don't need. I done had this plan since both jeans and long tees. No extended hands that didn't feed, I'm on freeze. Cause I ain't got the battery to spin, I'm low key. I done put my TK in 10 times, no lie, I did the job. Had to wash my hands on wind, lay down at night and get to God. It had been so many times inside, I thought when nothing left. I was on my way up thinking I would fall, but took a step.